You always get 4 options at the start of each of your Spire runs. If you have made it to the Act 1 boss on your previous run, if you haven't, you'll only have 2 choices, gain max HP or your first 3 enemies have 1 hit point. But if you've got 4 choices, that bottom one always says lose your starting relic, obtain a random boss relic. And if you haven't tried this option, I encourage you to give it a few swings. It can be very challenging, but it can also be very, very powerful. And it's definitely a way to challenge yourself and improve at the game, I think, is to try out the various starts you can get from them. I think taking 18 damage for a rare relic could also be acceptable. Since there's not a forced early elite, there's plenty of opportunity to get to rest sites, and it's a Hexago stacked. But like I said, I'm in a mood to boss swap, so that's the option I'm going to take today. What do we get? Oh, yes. Yes, Sinseljack's summoning the Snecko Eye. Prophecy will make for a painful early act. I think I agree. That's usually what happens with a Snecko start. We're going to be drawing 7 cards per turn at random cost. That can definitely backfire, but as soon as we get our hands on 1 or 2 spicy cards, and as the Defect, I'm hoping for a Meteor Strike here. Man, I'm so thrilled to have a Snecko Eye start. Okay, so I think what I want to do is get some card rewards as quickly as possible. I don't necessarily want to put myself on track to fight any elites. Happy to hear it, Vessel GG. This is a Shure MV7 podcast microphone. I should really update the equipment information below the stream. I've not done that. But they make good stuff. I think with dual casts, we'll just get there, right? Yeah. Okay, not too bad. And we're immediately offered Streamline, Compile Driver, and Scrape. Some interesting options here. With Snecko Eye, the variables on all of these change a little bit. Streamline will be a random cost. Reducing the card cost by 1 is going to get overridden the next time we draw it by the Snecko Eye, but it'll be discounted when it's in the discard pile. So we can fetch it for cheaper with something like a hologram, which we'll definitely pick up if we see. Compile Driver does decent damage and draws probably 1 card. Card draw is very good with the Snecko Eye because there's a chance that any card you draw is going to be 0 or 1 cost. Or we can take this Scrape, which draws, or tries to draw 4, and if any of them randomly cost 0, then we'll get to keep them. And that's pretty cool. The upgraded version of this draws 5 and deals 10. 5 chances, that's on average going to be 1 free card. I think that's pretty cool. Let's give Scrape Snecko a try. And see if it does anything for us. So here's one of those yikes Snecko Eye turns. Can only really play 2 cards here. The dual cast being free is irrelevant because I don't have a lightning orb. Mr. DNA, thank you so much for 19 months. Just 1 more to that even 20. I think we go defend strike here. Just be okay with that. Could also take 12 to try to play the Scrape, but I don't think that would have worked well. Alright, I need some cooperation, Snecko Eye. Cooperation is kind of occurring. Please. Another free dual cast that I can't use. I can play 1 defend. I guess this one. And we zap. Do I dual cast? 9 of the damage gets wasted? I don't think that I do. Alright, we have to put an end to this. Scrape! Do something! Dang it. Question mark. Okay. Am I alive? Am I dead? No one really knows. Strike dual cast is not enough. So I suppose I'm playing Scrape and we're seeing what happens. Scrape, save me! Question mark? No, we're not saved. Alright, well, yeah, the prophecy has been fulfilled. Snecko made for some painful early fights, indeed. Alright, we're through it, though. Yes, the events unfolding before us are concerning, but no, we should not be concerned, because things are going to go our way very shortly. Double energy is kind of interesting here. Don't like turbo that much, but double energy is interesting. Blizzard. Now, if I had 2 glaciers already, I would take this Blizzard. Blizzard Snecko is pretty decent, I think. But with no frost orbs at all, I'm not going to take it. I will take a double energy. So one time, maybe gain energy. If it costs 0 or 1 randomly, it will be a net gain. If Scrape draws it, it will be a net gain. I'll give it a try. And I'm going to head towards the store here. This fight should be a bit less painful. I'm hoping. Yeah. Looking like we're fine here. Cool. That Jawworm fight was so scary. Auto shields, storm, and reprogram. Very, very interesting. I'm admittedly completely okay with an auto shields here for being a block 11 that we can draw quite frequently. The fact that it's 1 cost is kind of irrelevant. We're just looking for cards with a higher numerical value than the other cards we have currently, which is definitely what this offers. Don't think I want to try reprogram, but maybe. We're fighting Hexaghost. Reprogram trades focus for strength and dex, increasing the base value of our blocks and attacks, but making our orbs potentially useless. It's definitely something that Snecko, I think, does trend to a little bit more, just because Snecko also really appreciates Hyper Beam and Meteor Strike especially. Reprogram Meteor Strike is just, like, so good. But it's unupgraded, and I think it's detrimental in terms of getting out of Act 1. Let me grab this Auto Shields for the block consistency, and I think what I want to do is go to the store and look for powerful cards to buy. We're looking for 2-cost stuff like Doom and Gloom, like Glacier. I think a Meteor Strike would have to be on sale for us to afford it. Unfortunately, we're just below the amount of money we would need. But if there's a Meteor Strike on sale, you know, that would be divine providence. Sunder would be great. I'm also completely okay with a potion here. And we can afford to remove a card in addition to buying a block potion, which could help quite a bit. I don't think I'm going to go headlong into elites just yet. What is my intended path from here? We can go to this rest site and then try to take on the Burning Elite. I think I would need a good card to feel comfortable about that. Or we can upgrade like 3 times and take on these 2 elites. Metamorphosis does not work with Snecko Eye, unfortunately, the way that you would want it to. Although it is a 2-cost card and that'll be randomized. The 0 cost of the cards that get added to your attack pile gets overridden by Snecko Eye, and they'll just be random cost when you draw them. It's a sad time. It's a sad time. So what am I even, like, upgrading, right? We don't have great upgrades. I could upgrade the auto shields? That would be fun. But we're gonna need some damage before Hexaghost. Chaos is damage in a pinch? Literally never use Metamorphosis well. You've tried so many times. I believe it. It's tough. I've gotten some use on Ironclad, especially if you can get good card draw from Dark Embraces. So it works with Corruption quite nicely. It can do interesting things on Defect with All for One and with Scrape. In practice, these are pretty hard to get to work, though. On Watcher, I found it mostly disastrous, because it gave me cards that were incompatible fundamentally with one another, like Conclude and Signature Move, or Conclude and 2 more copies of Conclude. What am I removing? Feels like I need to remove a Defend, and with the auto shields that we have, that feels more reasonable. Take that block pot. Okay. Scrape, do your work. Yes! Scrape! Good. Good. Behold the power of the auto shields, by the way. It's just a lot of block, TM. Okay, we do get a potion, which makes me a little bit sad that I purchased a potion. But block potion's still pretty good. Best damage card here is a Rebound. We're also offered 2-cost Equilibrium, which lets you retain your hand, which is definitely a mixed bag with Snecko Eye. Sometimes you really, really want to retain the cards. Sometimes you very much don't. I think I will take one, and only one, Equilibrium into this deck, since it is also the just biggest number on a card. So, damage, question mark. I mean, we're going to upgrade the Scrape. It's wild. I'm also completely okay resting one time, because I have nothing good to upgrade. Maybe I do want to go this way, then. I think I like the Fear Potion over the Distilled Chaos, actually. I think that's the play. Keep these two. I think I'd upgrade Scrape and go for double elites. It's one card reward either way, right? I'm gonna go for the Burning Elite here. I just want more... I don't like how few card rewards this left path gets before Hexaghost. Given what we have so far, we need to get quite a bit stronger, damage-wise, to deal with the boss. So taking the extra combats, or maybe even an additional store here, compared to this left path. I'm going to upgrade here. With 36 health and a block potion, I consider that like having 48 health. So I'm going to just do this, which I think I can do with probably around 40 health, is my guess. Maximum. But, you know, Snecko. But +3 on the Scrape will massively help with making sure we can kill Gremlin Nub. Yeah, this is a great example of a hand I do not want to retain. Thank you, Scrape. Eight plus 9 is 17. We can take 1 here. Or I can play the Devil Energy and this Stinky Defend. I'll do that. None. Make sure you're not splitting here. Auto Shields first, then Equilibrium, then Defend. Zap. Strike, strike, strike. Dual Cast is a very good halving of this enemy. Don't even want to retain these cards for free. And an attack potion too. That's exciting news. This is where I discard my block potion? No. I'll discard the fear potion. But I do feel like a fool for having bought one. Oh well. Streamline is negated by Snecko in some way, but it's also just 15 damage on one card, which is way better than what we have currently. So I'm probably going to take it. Currently our best damage card does 10. It's 50% more than our best card. Yeah, let's take it. And I will swap the Fear Pot for the Attack Pot. I will. And then we're going to fight this elite. We could also just now upgrade the Streamline and kill the Burning Elite much more easily, but I want to get 2 elite kills here. First up, the Sentries. Turn 1, 0-cost Streamline's kind of nice. Thinking Streamline, Strike, Defend, Zap. rather than playing the Equilibrium and clogging. Maybe not clogging, gives me more options next turn, but I could do Equilibrium, Streamline, and then retain a bunch of cards. In general, this fight's not too hard because of our base draw 7. We'll consider using the attack potion next turn. Could also dual cast instead of strike, but you want the damage targeted on an enemy of your choosing. Beautiful draw. Just beautiful. Wow. We got the 0 cost double energy too. Heck, I'll use it. Gorgeous. We just draw the Equilibrium. And that's a full block too. Rude. Actually only play one of these? Okay. There's no single turn where it felt like it was worth using the potion. But at the end of the day, I feel like I should have used one of these potions. Ooh, we get a Frozen Egg, meaning any powers we see, such as a Static Discharge Plus, are going to be upgraded for free. Speaking of, Static Discharge Plus is a 1-card solution to our Act Boss here, Hexaghost. Saying that whenever we receive unblocked attack damage, channel 2 Lightning. I like it a lot. Fusion's also worth thinking about here. For 2 cost, channel a Plasma Orb that generates energy on future turns. This deck could definitely still head in a reprogram kind of direction, and Fusion would be a solid step that way. That said, with the boss looming, I really like taking the card that gives me a solid answer out of Act 1 here. So that's what I'm going to employ. Just being able to get a rare card from Hexaghost and, you know, add an Echo Form Plus or something. That's all we really need. Pretty early Ceramic Fish. We've been looking at Ceramic Fish lately. A Ceramic Fish taken in Act 1, it's going to be 150, 200 gold by the end of the run, at least the way I'm playing. Now, Snecko Eye does incentivize skipping cards a little bit more often, but this is usually decent money. Enough to buy, you know, a common relic. I think that's better than Sapphire Key. Most of the time. And it starts providing benefits immediately, which is where we need help most, is immediately. So I will take it here. Interesting hand. Let's hold on to this 0 cost Streamline and defend here with this Equilibrium. Yeah. And then Wakey. Definitely. Definitely Wakey. Heck. How could this happen? Scrape, you have to save me. Scrape, you're my only hope. Make it so. Yes! Good work. All is well. Let's see, we could use the attack potion. I think we're through the worst of it, though. Block for 18 this turn, take 4. And I can additionally zap. Do have to retain Garbage. But then we just kill, so it's all good. Alright, that went pretty well. We pick up a Pen Nib, doubling the damage of every 10th attack. We've already got a couple big hitters for that to work with. A regen potion for more health if we need it, when we need it. and a Buffer Plus. An upgraded rare card that's 2 cost with Snecko Eye. It's good stuff. Preventing the next 2 times we'd lose HP. Does have direct anti-synergy with the Static Discharge, but it's real good, so I'm taking it. Not even going to consider Claw or Chill here. And what the heck do I upgrade now? I guess we upgrade Streamline? Especially now that we have Pen Nib, we do want a big, hard-hitting attack. Streamline is... it's no Sunder, but it's what we have. Yeah, let's upgrade that Streamline. Question is, do I go to the shop or do I go to a combat? I think 120 gold's not quite enough to go to a store. I would like to have at least 180, enough to buy a shop relic or any rare card that's in the store. And since, as we just saw, looking at card rewards can give us upgraded buffers. So I'd like to look at more card rewards by killing enemies. Let's kill an enemy. How's it going, upgraded buffer? Hope you are doing well. Would you like to just make me take 0 damage forever? Because that is what I would like. Probably going to try to keep this regen potion deck too. 3 unupgraded commons. I don't think I'm interested in any of them. Rebound is potentially okay for putting a card back on top, but eh. Lobot, thank you so much for the 4 months and that Prime sub. Not back problems per se, Janders, but I did move away from the chair after, I think, almost 2 years of sitting in it. Because of the amount of space it takes up in my new living space, and because I don't like how immobile I am in it, essentially. I very much appreciate being able to go back to a more traditional mouse and keyboard setup rather than the lapboard that I had. No, I do miss sitting on it a little bit, but I think I'm happier in the long term with the full space I'm able to create now. And we get a merchant anyway. Well, thanks. Little tempting to take a capacitor here. It's a real shame to see Mummy Hand gone. You know, imagine had we come into this shop with 400 gold in Act 2 and seen Mayhem Plus with Mummy Hand. Oh well. I'll just remove a card. Even a Snecko deck appreciates that. Genuinely tempted to get rid of Dual Cast here. I think that's what I'm going to do. Since we have no Dark Orbs, since we start with no Lightning Orb, and since my Lightning generation is unreliable at best, I'm going to get rid of the card that is most frequently a dead draw to us, the Dual Cast. And let's take one more combat. An event could be anything. It could be an upgrade, which I wouldn't value that highly. Yeah, let's take another combat. I want cards. Feed me cards. Immediately. Just KO you. Makes me vulnerable, but doesn't matter. Because I've got a buffer. Hold on here. I want to try to keep the Pen Nib at 9 for Hexaghost. I don't know how necessary this is. But we're on the journey together now. Power Potion. As well as an early algorithm. Algorithm scales up over time to be more and more and more and more block. You get 9 gold for taking it too. I think this is a very reasonable algorithm to grab. We're already of a mind to take an Echo form. It would go great with that if we found one. Sure, I'll take an algorithm. I think we have damage for Hexago solved. Power pot, attack pot. I think I want to keep the attack potion for Act 2. We should be fine with what we have. Might have to use the regen potion to beat Hexagos, but we should be fine with what we have. Could even upgrade the algorithm. That's an interesting idea. I think I would rather upgrade the auto shields. Make sure it's the big blonk. +4 on a block card is a rare amount to get from an upgrade. I did put Static Discharge in the discard pile. I knew it! Foolish. Okay, so we do miss the Static Discharge for this. A little bit worrisome. Which makes me suspect I am going to need our regen. Oh boy, I can't miss it next turn though, so we can't play Scrape here. This has not gone as expected. Okay. That discharge gets in play. I think I'm just going to take the full damage here so that I can play Streamline. Hexaghost is very much a damage race. So any way that we can get ahead on that damage race is ideal. Intentionally taking a little bit of damage here and there is a good way to do it for the Static Discharge. Hopefully we can pen nib our Streamline. Let's see. A scary turn. Glad I drank the regen potion. We'd be dead here if I hadn't. Oh, I got to keep the buffer. Amazing. I actually don't think I want to play it though, as it does prevent Static Discharge from doing the thing. Okay. Here I do have to pull block. I think I have to just play Strike too. Alright, so we have to kill next turn. I don't think we quite get here. Unless the attack potion can bail me out. It sure can, with a Thunder Strike. Blah. Alright, we're alive. GG. Sweet. And there it is. The Meteor Strike. Deal 24 damage, channel 3 Plasma Orbs. It's all we're ever going to need. Heck yeah. This card is normally 5 cost. The Snecko Eye making it 0, 1, 2, or 3 cost is exceedingly breakable. And we're going to find that this card will always generate energy when we play it, and is always amazing. Welcome. Ooh, for a bonus, we could start with a Plasma Orb. Be a nuclear battery here. Channel 1 Plasma, giving us 1 energy per turn, plus 2 energy when evoked. I like that quite a lot. With a Meteor Strike in the deck. Could take Astrolabe, transform, and upgrade 3 cards. We also gain 27 gold. Since transforms count as adding cards for Ceramic Fish, that would double our ceramic fish value. Or we could get 1 energy per turn from the coffee dripper in exchange for losing the ability to rest, which I value fairly highly right now. But I think the nuclear battery is really, really good, giving us potentially 3 energy on turn 1 with a meteor strike. Just the raw front load this can provide is enormous and exactly what the deck needs. So I'm going to take. That's what I'm going to take. Alright, all the shops are really early in the act, unfortunately. Don't think I want to go to one. So I could afford another removal, and every remove I purchase is 1 card closer to Meteor Strike. There's a wall of elites. We do have to face an elite relatively early in the act here. I'd like to do one that's after a rest site. I guess going to a shop potentially to refill on potions feels good too, because we had to expend all of our resource in order to be able to get through Hexaghost. Okay, so let's take a path that allows us to go to a shop, maybe this one. See if we get stuff from this reward. Potions. See if we get potions that we want to buy. Or don't want to buy. That's what I guess I'm trying to say. I'm going to hold on to the 0-cost strike with his equilibrium. Just get this down. Play this for the damage. Maybe we can strike a bird 4 times to knock it out of the air. Does take 4 hits on Ascension 20. Difficult to do, but definitely not impossible. Double energy is way better. Although actually it doesn't even generate energy right now. It just gets itself out of the hand. Wait, no, if I play Zap, then it does make more energy. Huzzah! Easy. And that's kind of the strategy from here on out, is just make so much energy that it really doesn't matter what happens anymore. Which one are we trying to kill? I think the back one. Because of static discharge shenanigans. Ooh, missed my pen nib though. Foolish. Okay, not too bad though. You do get a potion. Aggregate is here to try to generate energy for us. Currently the deck is too small for that to be reliable. But it's... I don't know. We got a Meteor Strike. I don't really feel like I need an aggregate to generate energy. I'd rather just take a hologram. I'll take one more fight here. Draw me some cards. Not those cards. This card. Draw me this card. I don't have a lot of defendability this turn, huh? Not gonna play Discharge because it would make me evoke the Plasma Orbs. And there's the upgraded reprogram that we are meant to take. Lose 2 focus, gain 2 strength, gain 2 dexterity. With a free upgrade on it, it's much easier to justify. And I would happily even take a second copy. Because what we want to do is now have all of... I do regret taking the static discharge almost. What we want to do now is have only plasma orbs. Basically. And we need holograms. Many, many holograms. definitely think the time for Zap remove has come. Not yet Static Discharge, but definitely Zap. I am going to go to a shop. We have enough for a removal. Chemex Tempest, dang. Chemex Transmutation. This run wants so much cash, but has so little. Tragic, really. I'm here to pay an outrageous price for that Zap remove. We doing seeded runs? Nope. This is unscripted. Shockingly. 2 combats before the elite. Could buy a potion. I mean, I don't really want a cultist potion. I'll take a colorless potion. Apparitions. Static Discharge apparitions. Kind of interesting. I don't want apparitions, though. Apparitions are very, very powerful. Making you intangible for 1 turn each, but giving it half your max HP is a steep price. Hell yeah. Commence the bonk. We're just invincible against some opponents. Present company included. Wait, I made a mistake. Ruined my pendant. That's alright. 20 gold. I think Skim Snecko is pretty good, especially in a deck that has lots of energy. Adding more card draw is going to be excellent. Could take a cool-headed, but the Frost Orb is not going to be useful to us with the reprogram. Let's take the Skim for draw 3. And that becomes a really good upgrade to make that draw 4. Or we could upgrade the Meteor Strike to deal 30, which might be better. Make that hit hard. Only 1, well, might be 2 elites. Could consider resting here as well, just to ensure that we have plenty of health for what's ahead. That feels like the most safe and reasonable play. I'm gonna do that. If there was a rest site between the first and second elite, I would upgrade instead. But there is not. Calipers would be okay here. Whatever, I can just play the buffer and we're good. They just don't attack me? Alright, have fun. Good luck. This deck desperately now wants an X-Cost card, particularly Reinforced Body would be exceptional. Oh yeah. Begin the bulkening. A useless focus potion, a second genetic algorithm. 2 things to level up. They're pretty good with the program. I'll take one more. I'll take one more. This focus potion's actually worse than the cultist potion. That's shocking. Alright, 3 Slavermans. I see that I drew Meteor Strike and Buffer on turn 1, so checkmate. That's gonna be a checkmate. Shame we didn't get the Pendant lined up, otherwise we could just instantly kill one. Do I need either of my potions right now? Do not feel that I do. Oh wait, I can't play auto shields and buffer. Hold on. Do you need a potion? Okay. Enlightenment lets me play all 4 of these cards. That's kind of cool. I was hoping we'd see that card. I think that's better than Panic Button. Though Panic Button lets me keep 2 buffer charges to next turn. Enlightenment actually lets me keep 1. And I get to play Scrape. Glorious. Just full block. Keep both buffer charges. Easy. What a beautiful enlightenment. Least worried about the middle guy with Snecko Eye here. Oh, easy every time. The Scrape has been spectacular. How many zero-cost Meteor Strikes have we drawn? Way too many. All of them. Right, exactly. Alright, we pick up a Symbiotic Virus, giving us a Dark at the start of each combat. Did I actually want that? Interesting. And a Colorless Potion, letting us choose one of 3. It just comes back, right? Upgraded Charge Battery here, quite tempting with the Reprogram. More energy generation. We really do need an X cost. Orbs will spawn in the order of the relics, so Plasma Orb first, then Dark Orb. If we had the Symbiotic Virus from Act 1, it would be Dark Orb first, then Plasma Orb. Don't need a Blood Vial. We are not going to be offered bites, although they would be fantastic. It's just not happening. Wow. Good job, Scrape. Just good job. I have 12 energy, what? Hello? Play every card. All of them. Doesn't matter what they cost, just play them all. Boop. More card draw. Yeah. I'm down for another copy of Skim here. Go for the Eyes isn't the worst either. It's one of the only ways Defect has to get Weaken, and it's upgraded for free here. Yeah, to clarify, we're not being offered bites because there are no further events on this path, not because of the apparitions showing up. I think I'm going to take the second Skim. And I might be able to upgrade them both for 4 draw. Very exciting times we live in. Turn 1 Reprogram, turn 1 Meteor Strike. You'd love to see it. Just want to avoid redrawing this? I think so. It's also nice to have against the book of Stabbing. Surely I won't regret that. 3 up to 6. Streamline or buffer, but not both. Oof. Do buffer. Let's get all the exhausting cards out of the deck so that we can draw purely the cards we need. The damaging ones. Aha, I thought we might draw 0-cost auto shields. That's why I didn't play any block cards before I played the scrape. I thought so. Stinky. Okay, should have guaranteed Pen Nib Meteor Strike next turn. Just hold these block cards so I don't redraw them. Again, the auto shield showing up. Gotta not play the block. Very tricky. GG. Zinnian, thank you so much for the 7 months and the Prime sub, and I thunk twice. Thank you much for not thunking twice about subbing with Prime. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. There's one of the X-Cost cards we're looking for, and I think the best one we could find. Reinforced Body gives us 7 block X times, although Loop is also quite powerful, giving us 2 more energy each turn. Gonna be that X-Cost block for me, thank you. No worries about randomization, no worries about... what Snecko makes it cost. It's just playable. And we do have to worry a little bit about our damage density, which is definitely at an all-time low. Let's use the Cultist Potion against Collector. Hello? My genetic algorithm I can't streamline here. I think I'd rather charge battery so I can streamline. Doesn't mean we get hit here. And we lose our plasma orb, but that's okay. Our 3 cost. I was worried. Foolish. Wait, we have 4? Because of charged battery. Brilliant. So all is not lost. Good. Tap. Okay, that wasn't too bad. We're offered a bias cog plus. Well, there's focus if we want it. I don't think I do, but that's a cool card. I like that card. It's a real shame we have actually no use at all for focus, and we've kind of been building around that idea. So I shan't be taking it, but it's nice to see. Brilliant. I can reprogram genetic. But then I can't full block. That's okay, I'll draw more next turn. Don't play the static. That's our next removal, is the Static Discharge. Probably the best damage card we could find would be a hologram, which is a little confusing, but that is definitely the truth. Loop for even more energy. I'll take one energy supplementary power. Not happy with it though. That does mean the Skims upgrading is going to be great though. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and use the Cultist Potion in this fight, although it shouldn't make a huge difference, doubly so with Meteor Strike being 0 cost on turn 1. But better safe than sorry, especially in this fight. This fight can kill a lot of runs. Collector is no joke. Not to be underestimated, ever. I dare. Do dare. Alright, with the loop in play, we're going to be generating 8 energy per turn, which is frankly too much energy. But here we are. Boop. And now I really don't care what the cards cost. It's just thoroughly irrelevant. Ooh, it begins. The turn that never ends. Perfect. Yes. Brought back to the Meteor Strike. Here we go. Beautiful. Your doom is coming, Collector. Here it is. Boop. That's an acceptable option as well. Although, do we take the all for one, or do we take the second copy of Meteor Strike? Finally, a situation where Seek is the worst card in a card reward. Pretty rare to see that. Usually Seek is the end-all, be-all, and it's still pretty good here, but seeking for Meteor Strike means it'll cost 5, unless we played it previously. Just having the second Meteor seems really good here with the Snecko Eye. Although the all for one can generate all sorts of shenanigans, getting back 0 cost Skims, working with Scrape. And yeah, we'd be seeking for the Skims, not for the Meteor Strike, of course, but rather just have the Meteor Strike. All for one definitely has way more chances to go infinite here, but with the second Meteor Strike, I don't think we need anything even resembling an infinite. We just play Meteor Strike a bunch of times and block with Reinforced Body and 1,000,000 energy. Keeps the energy wheels spinning. I'm gonna grab the second Meteor. I think it's really important that we get to play one quickly. Inserter. I'm just picturing 10 plasma orbs. Does that even help me? I don't think that helps me at all. If I get a barrage, it would be hilarious, but other than that, I don't think it's actually any good. Could take a Fusion Hammer, giving us more base energy. Like 1 more energy per turn. And in exchange, we can't upgrade any holograms that we find. We can't upgrade any more card draw. Although we don't have anything in the deck right now that desperately needs an upgrade. What about the Sacred Bark? Doubling the effectiveness of potions. I could see that actually being quite a big difference in a couple of key combats. And it seems more helpful than what the other two boss relics provide, which is more of something we already have too much of, energy. Hey everyone. Did you know that you can now support me directly on YouTube by getting a channel membership? For as low as $5 a month, you'll get access to perks like custom badges and emojis to use in comments and discounts on the merch store, all while helping support me and this channel to do what I love every day. Just click the join button below to get started. Now back to the video. I'm taking this Sacred Bark. Wow, look at this path up the left with 4 elites in it. This feels like a 4 elite killing kind of deck. Getting a lot of stuff. What do we want most of all? Removals still? It's 150 gold for the next remove, and I'm genuinely just considering it. Because every card that we remove makes this so much stronger. I'm not going to go to 2 shops for 2 removes, though. That seems insanity. Question is, how many events do I want to look at? Ooh, I could take 999 gold, because there are 2 shops, and then I could still fight 2 elites. Okay. I'll take the events. There's a lot of fun things that could happen. There's a lot of fun things that could happen. Always a tough thing to evaluate who you strike first. I haven't talked about the Darklings fight in so long that I think it's time I voice some thoughts on it here. So, these jerks can appear in either the easy pool or the hard pool of Act 3. And they can be your first encounter, which is super rude because they are quite dangerous. Each of them will either block, and that also comes with the strength buff on high Ascension, or attack you. It can also do a ×2 attack, but notably that's only the one that's in the front or in the back. The middle one cannot perform a ×2 attack. And so the front and the back Darklings are the most dangerous Darklings here. And then of course their big gimmick is that they all have to be dead at the same time. Usually I prioritize either the front or the back one with my damage so that I can get the fight to a state where there's only 2 of them alive, which is usually a lot more survivable. If they're all alive, it's really tough to figure out what you're doing. Really tough to block every turn. In between the front and the back, usually if one's buffing, when one is buffing, it guarantees they're attacking on the following turn. So I like to try to preemptively remove attacks from the board. Auntie, thank you so much for 17 months, and many, many more moons than that of viewership. So glad you're still here. Thanks for the continued support. No, Heavy Hank, I've always had an appreciation for fighting a lot of elites in my runs. And the more I've come to learn the Spire, the more I have felt that to be true. Let's see, we can pen nib the Meteor Strike here, right? Yeah, that'll be 48. So streamline you. Meteor Strike you. You die. Loot buffer? Yeah. And Dog Barker, thank you so much for that gifted sub. One enemy with multiple heads? That's a neat way to think about this opponent. Wouldn't say that's wrong by any means. Block 11 times. Hey Danimal, I'm wearing Sennheiser HD 600 headphones, which I thoroughly recommend. They're very, very comfortable, very, very good sound quality if you're looking for something that's open ear, which is what these are. So you can also hear everything that's happening outside the headphones perfectly well. but I think they're fantastic. Oh, that's right, we have 2 of these. I thought we drew the first one twice in awful quick succession there. No, it's just because we have 2. Wow, what a deck. What a deck of cards. Overclock plus is card draw, but the burns that it adds are a little stinky. Much worse than a skim. Yes, I have thought, and the next pair of headphones I get will be wireless. Wasn't as much of an issue when I was immobilized in the chair anyway, but it's, for the standing desk, a little bit annoying. No, the blobs do not get stronger after reviving. In fact, they reset their health, their strength each time they're killed. So you can kind of indefinitely prolong the fight, if you wish. Lose algorithm, loop, or streamline? I guess I'm okay losing streamline. And then we just keep playing meteor strikes. Could consider losing the loop too. Lose the streamline. It's the lower ranked algorithm, the one that's only at 15 right now. But I'd still rather keep them both. Glowing Tesseract. I'll look at 3 colorless cards. There's a couple good ones we could see. Purity is interesting. Mayhem Plus. I think I could get behind that. Enlightenment can reduce the cost of cards in hand to 1, but I don't think we care. I will take this Mayhem. Start your turn, play the top card of the draw pile. Don't mind if I do. I want a Purity. I think I'll skip on the Purity, though. How does Mayhem work with X cost? The card is played for X equals your current energy, but you do not lose the energy. AKA, it's extremely good. Bony Sphere. With a mysterious glowing object within, the double orb walkers are a fierce and dangerous opponent, but they give a massive reward, lots of money, and a rare relic. We'll happily risk our life here to fight them. You need very good front load, be it block or damage, ideally both, in order to deal with these 2, and I highly recommend a potion or 2 as a backup measure. But if you can kill him, oh boy, it's gonna be good. Hidden Nibble on 7, and I have Sacred Bark, too. I gotta remember that. So I'm thinking Auto Shields, Strike, Colorless Potion. Zero cost Secret Weapon. It's not helpful. Blind, I guess, is decent. Make that into a weak potion. At the end of the day, that's kind of a weak potion, but I suppose it's decent. You could also play Transmutation for 2 instead of playing Loop. I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, I'll take the 2 blinds. Bopping you. I could also Scrape. Pendiv Scrape. I think I want to do that. Weaken them both. Take 1 here. And then draw 10. Fortunately, some of those 10 are burns. But our Pendant Meteor Strike is here. I think we're going to be just fine. Can't believe I didn't have 1 energy to play that strike. I guess I should have taken the Fusion Hammer. Mayhem hits the auto shields. Good job, Mayhem. You did it. What do you got? Note that if you don't have 5 open spots in your hand, you cannot draw the 5 with Scrape. Even if most of them aren't zero-cost cards and you're not trying to keep them, you have to have the hand space in your hand to draw them in the first place. Oh, there's my Meteor Strikes. Thought something was up. Well, that went well. We get 47 gold and a turnip. Really seems more like the rewards I would get for killing some kind of peasant in a more medieval set RPG. But yeah, that's what we get from defeating the ancient orbs. 47 gold and a turnip. Ice cream is here. It's a special turnip. What do you call an ordinary turnip? A rudimentary beggar. That one was for Prankster. So ice cream, I'm not sure if ice cream is actually helpful. Ice cream will definitely make giant numbers appear. For that reason alone, it's worth considering. I might see more value in maybe the toolbox, the magnetism toolbox card remove. I like quite a bit. If only we had more skims. We have a skim potion, 6 cards. This Distilled Chaos plays the top 6 cards. The cards from Magnetism do not get randomized on generation, only when they're redrawn. Ice cream will definitely be a waste of money. But I want it. I deeply want it. Let's take it. I'm doing it. How big can the number get? That's the important question. How big can the number get? Loop or reprogram here? I'm gonna reprogram. Although already didn't save any energy on turn 1. Probably playing Reinforced Booty. Let's see, hold on. Kill the one with the most health. Get to keep nothing. 8 kills you. I can keep 1 energy. Hooray. And I can double that 1 energy to 2 energy. Which is relevant. Alright, fair enough. So we're staring down the barrel of... How much damage here? 50... 75. 75 damage. Which means we need to block... 75 divided by 9... for 9 energy. Full block. 8 with the defense. So I can play Mayhem. That's what I've learned. I can play Mayhem. We are allowed to play Genetic... Can't strike that many times, though. Guess I'll Equilibrium, because that's efficient too. Okay, 41. Again, we need to block for 75, so we're short 34, which means I can strike 2 times. Front dagger. When daggers attack for 25, they end their own existence. So I'm prioritizing the ones that will be attacking me for 25 on the following turn. Okay, I can get them both. The number's going up. Surely that counts for something. I actually spent it all. And we just get stronger and stronger with the reprogram as we play it more and more. Ooh. I love how often we've drawn zero cost auto shields off of the scrape. Classic. Yes, Inkaruga, I did start diving into the Outer Wilds DLC on this past Saturday stream, and I will probably be doing some more tomorrow. There's some multicast. Make your own double energy. If only we had... I mean, we do have one Dark Orb, but that's not really a thing. In practice, all the multicast does is give us more energy, and I would rather take the skim. Give me another card draw card. Thank you. The multicast is just excessive. Absolutely unnecessary. In the best way, but also in the worst way. Giant head should be no problem for us. Although these card costs. Also these card costs. Just get rid of everything that I don't want to draw again. You know, in retrospect, I think this deck would like a Purity. Now that we have the third skim, especially. And there it is. We've been talking about it since Act 1, an upgraded Echo form to go with our Snecko Eye, letting us duplicate the first card we play each turn. Which is going to be the card that Mayhem chooses. Wait a minute. I'm in. But not in the way that I thought I was. Oh crap. And a Toxic Egg, upgrading any skills we choose to add from here on out. Not sure how many that will be, but I'm down. Okay, I could play Meteor Strike here, but I shouldn't. Although it lets me play Loop, but I shouldn't. Yes! Double that strike. Also means it's going to be nearly impossible to echo genetic algorithms if we have Mayhem down, but, you know. It's all good. I hope. It's turning into a pretty scary set of draws, though. For him! Nunchaku for yet more energy, reinforced body plus. Gonna be a yes from me. Makes us spend all of our energy, but I mean, that's what we want to do with it, is spend it, so cool. And it'll be a hilarious Mayhem target. Deck really just needs calipers now. But at the same time, we don't really. Oh yeah, if there's, so the card that might be unfamiliar here, we've got the beta art enabled for double energy. This is what the card normally looks like. I'm a really big fan of the times too, but normal Defect card that doesn't need unlocking. To unlock beta art mode for each character, you need to defeat the heart in Act 4 with that character. $24 energy, let's go. Play them all? Yeah. Upgraded aggregates, good energy generation, but this deck doesn't need energy generation. We've got that sorted, thank you. Greetings, Merchant Man. Can't even afford a card removal right now. Not hugely interested in any of these potions. I don't think I need orb slots from Capacitor. Okay. We'll just fight another elite. Fine by me. Keep the rest. Alright, we finally get to double an algorithm. I'll do it for the crowd. Huzzah. I can just outblock the daggers. Don't need to kill them if you can just block them. This is 50, 80 something. We're good. Ha! Since the wound was the top card of the deck, we actually get to use our Echo Form on what we want to. Gonna be bumper here. Yes. Gremlin Horn from Reptomancer. Very, very fitting. One more Skim Plus for 4 copies of Skim Plus. Yeah. Big yes. And I think we should upgrade one of our Meteor Strikes, since they are the primary damage the deck does at this moment. Die meter is very limiting to our total number of cards played, ending our turn every time we play 12 total cards. But thankfully, the X-Cost cards and Meteor Strikes and Powers are all going to be very effective at this. It's too much draw a thing? Can be. If your hand is full, you have too much card draw. But if you can draw, if you can play all of the cards that you're able to draw, then you don't have too much card draw yet. Okay, this is a fight where I'm not going to play the Mayhem. I think that would be a foolish choice. Foolish. Get all the powers down. I'll probably double the algorithms. Of the defend, because echoing the skims doesn't do anything. Kind of weird. Engage block protocol. Could have doubled the double energy there, too. Third time, wow. Scaled the smaller one twice. Now, sure, Time Eater's getting quite angry about all this, but I think we're outscaling the Time Eater. Team the Time Eater. In fact, he's going to be dead pretty soon. He doesn't clean up his act. Turn it over. Alright. Foolish, foolish. Foolish. Scrape has been a joy most of this run, Refined Bane. I've been impressed with its performance quite consistently through this run. Slug cannot do Foolish Foolish multiple times. That only happens one time after Time Eater drops below half HP. And can only happen once per battle. GG. Next up, Awaken 1 shouldn't be a problem here. Awaken 1 scales primarily when we play powers, and our main scaling is the Reprogram, giving us strength and dexterity over and over and over and over again. It's good. Awkward. Activate Gremlin Horn. Let's go. Echo, Reprogram, Reinforced. Now we're talking. Okay, Echo Form is in play. Myself? Did that to myself. That's okay. It's only 5 or so, and we draw more. Here's the zero-cost Meteor Strike. Wow, 2 of them, in fact. Since Pendim, hit the Awaken one with those. I'll pull this with this one. Algorithms. I can play the Mayhem now. Play the top card of my deck twice. Thanks. It's gonna gradually play powers in this fight, but I actually don't care. We'll be fine. As evidenced. Grr. Imagine playing strikes for 3 energy. Willingly. Rest in pieces, bird nerd. Two thump, a deep pulsing dread could be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the spire, the source of this infinite energy? 25, 69, a shockingly high score coming out of Act 3 here. I've had winning runs that had a lower score than that. Let's put an upgrade on the other Meteor Strike. Really round out the damage. Duplication Potion, very powerful. But I think a card removal is just fine. -1 card. Haven't seen a whole lot of great stuff in the shops. Although we have seen 3 Mayhems. 3 upgraded Mayhems. It's pretty funny. The Abacus would give us block every 3 or so turns. Not terrible, but I think we can do a lot better by simply removing a card. Lose 1 strike, I think. It's better to lose a defend. Yeah, let's lose a defend. Or maybe the Static Discharge was the better removal. I like that it exhausts. Or, well, not exhausts, but I like that we don't redraw it. The Abacus. That's right. Definitely loot, play Mayhem, play this for 12 block, play this for my life. Can use the Gambler's Brew next turn if I need to. This turn is super scary. Or is it? Not when Mayhem playeth Meteor Strike with perfect timing. Knock yourselves out. Take my focus, I don't care. Never had any to begin with. Woo. And we nailed the Reinforced Body with the Mayhem. Note that we gained 88 block, but we have 8 energy still. No cost. I think I need to kill the Spear first. Do that twice. My buffs are overlapping with this Spire Spear. It's like I've got artifacts. I have 2 artifacts, apparently. Good for me. Good for me. Where'd my water go? Oh no! Now is the desert of my discontent. Well, that could have been done more gracefully, but call it a flex or something. Ha! Actually, looks like it's going to work out such that we end nib on 9 for heart, so I'll take it. Knock yourself out. Know that it takes the damage before it gains the block, unlike the player. Kind of interesting. You do get offered an upgraded rare card here, but it's a stinky upgraded rare card. Beam Cell might actually be really good. Although I'd have to bust through artifact layers. Nah, we'll just kill it the old-fashioned way. Bring it on, Mr. Hart. Okay. So Beat of Death is a thing. I guess we'll just start with Meteor Strike. Centennial will cause us to draw 3 when we take 2 damage. Every card we play is going to hurt us. And that's pretty nasty in this sort of circumstance. Okay. Well, I can't think of a better use for the Gambler's Brew than getting rid of this. We've got a whole hand of 2 and 3 cost cards, none of which are block, none of which are our setup cards. So let's lose all of them, courtesy of Potion. Keep the 0 cost skim, of course. Much better. Play the smaller Algo, just to block all the Beat to Death, so I can play as many cards as I want. Program, double this energy. I think I'm going to... I can guarantee that I get Echo Form in play if I Swift Potion. And then I can reshuffle the deck so that I don't draw 5 statuses. So I think I'm going to use the Swift Potion this turn as well. Remember, it's draw 6 because we have the Sacred Bark. This boss relic we've barely used. Not going to play the Mayhem, at least not yet. Hold on to everything. Just set up my turn 2 to be optimal. Get rid of this as well. Okay. Will they have to block next turn with Buffer? Want to double Equilibrium. Let's double Auto Shields. No real point in doubling the buffer. Zero cost skim is pretty hype. Oh, I can just full block this, keep the buffer charges. I'm down. Can't risk Scrape discarding all of those cards. Hold on. Not Mayhem's time yet. Wow, 0 costs included. Okay, all we have to do is draw a Reinforced Body with a Skim and we're golden here. Oh wait, no, because we don't get to keep it because it gets doubled. Should have just double reprogrammed. That's okay. This turn is still spectacular. Mayhem gets played. Now that the buffer is gone. Not being attacked next turn, so I don't feel the need to hold on to those cards. All is well. Oh, we are being attacked next turn. I forgot where we were. Worked out, though. damage cap. It's reinforced and then get energy back. Just increment and then. Really cool fight overall. Just beat to death. That's okay. Was bound to happen. GG. GG. Mr. Hart. What a snack of a run. Hey there. If you enjoyed that video, watch this one next. And before you go, join us on Twitch and watch live. I'm there 5 days a week playing Slay the Spire, answering questions, and chilling with the community. Click the link in the description to follow right now. Ta-ta for now.